Season 2, baby. I went to the Fiesta Bowl and it was amazing. Flew out of Austin, Frontier Airlines. I don't know, that's a little bit tricky. I'll tell you all about it here in this video, but it was unreal. We did some crazy stuff. As you can tell, I kind of lost my voice because I was screaming so loud. It was a great time. Last minute flight. You know I'm a Texas fan, baby. Always, that's not changing. But for this week, I was a fan of the U. I flew out Thursday morning, went to the game on Thursday, flew back super early Friday morning, got back to Austin, then drove back down to San Antonio. Was it worth it? I'll tell you it was. I lost my voice. The game was amazing. And it's all about the. And this is season 2. Like and subscribe. Street language pathologist. So as I mentioned, drove from San Antonio to Austin. Took about an hour and a half maybe, because we left super early in the morning. Got to Austin, Frontier Airlines. Don't necessarily recommend it because of the South Terminal. That whole experience was kind of weird, but the flight itself was about 2.5 hours. We got into the South Terminal. They had this one food truck with pretty good breakfast tacos. Honestly, I was surprised. This is my taco here, the Migas taco. It was pretty good for $7, but I went back and looked at some of the reviews. People really liked the place, and these are some pictures of the South Terminal. Like I said, really weird, right? So they pretty much we got to, I guess, the normal terminal. I didn't know there was more than one terminal at the Austin airport, but I guess, take this as you will, but our plane was parked outside over here in the South Terminal, and I've never experienced something like this. We had to, get on like this ramp just to get on the plane. I don't think I've ever been this close to a plane, or I guess I have, but I haven't seen it like this before. So the South Terminal is wild. We got to the normal terminal, almost went through security, and the guy's like, hey, you guys are flying Frontier? You got to take this tram, and we did, and they essentially drove us all around like that. It was crazy. It took forever to be in that tram. We thought we were going to miss the flight. Yeah, but we didn't. First stop in Phoenix, a place called First and Last. It's like a restaurant place that, as you can see in these pictures, is nice and fancy. Like, it's really cool. The focaccia bread is supposed to be like the thing to get there, and we did. We happened to sit right next to the owner, and she's telling us all about the restaurant. It was very interesting. Here's my actual sandwich right here, and it looks small in this video, but they were actually like a size, like each half was like I could hold it with 2 hands, like a big giant burrito. Next was the drive to the State Farm Stadium. Here it says 27 minutes, but at the time of this video, yeah, it would take 27 minutes. At the time of the game, nope, took us like an hour and a half to get there. There was so much traffic, but also you got to consider that it's also rush hour in Phoenix at the time, because it was like 4 o'clock-ish when we were driving, although right there it didn't look too bad. We happened to see the Patriots airplane, and apparently they let the Ole Miss team borrow their plane, so that was nice of them, but I really don't get the connection. So if anybody knows, let me know. Leave something in the comments, because I have no idea why they had their plane. Anyway, we finally got there. This is on January 8th, 2026, State Farm Stadium. Now this was the semifinals. Whoever wins goes to the Natty, which happens to be in Miami. So Miami ranked number 10, going up against Ole Miss, number 6. Was a great game, I gotta tell you that. And it was kind of cool what time we got there, because we were running a little late, but I got to get these good shots of like the sunset. It was really cool. It started to get cold outside, but it was Phoenix, so it wasn't that cold. But, we got some pretty good parking, and then we essentially walked as fast as we could to get into the stadium. And then we did. We got in there, saw some cool just decorations and stuff. This stuff, I think, was on auction. Opening kickoff, I think we sat in like row 40. We had some pretty good seats. there I am just smiling with some random dude in the background. I was having a good time. I learned up how to throw up the U. I learned how to say all the Miami cheers and stuff like that. Here we watched one of the touchdowns, and you see just how tough Miami is. How they just push you through, baby. Get up in there. And then, of course, Carson Beck did really well. 268 yards passing, 2 passing touchdowns. And then he got that game-winning 4-yard rushing touchdown. That was crazy. It had Vince Young vibes. And like y'all know, I'm a Texas fan, so I could appreciate that very much. So yeah, it was awesome. Ole Miss, those fans were actually pretty cool. Nobody got mad at us. Obviously, we were sitting in the Miami section, but we interacted with a lot of the Ole Miss fans, and they were okay. Not a lot of major trash talk happening. Here we got pretty close to Carson Beck as he just finished getting interviewed. I asked that security guard right over there, I asked him if we could storm the field, and he said no. He politely said no, and I'm glad I asked, because if I would have stormed the field, I think I would have been taken down, and it wouldn't have been good. Anyway, overall, the quick trip there was amazing, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and it's all about the